I don't know about you guys, but I just cannot get tired of these college campus destruction, we could say, by Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk. They're both just very smart people. They know how to bring down the hammer on crazed leftists, even when they get unhinged in their arguments. And it's always a treat and it's entertaining to watch. So we're gonna see some of that right now. But first, guys, please make sure you like our video, share it around, and subscribe to the Resist the Mainstream YouTube channel. I'm your host, Darian, and let's get into it.
My name is Quinn Thomas, and one day I will be the President of the United States.
Hey!
But don't clap for me, because after I say what I have to say, y'all won't be clapping for me. I came here not with the idea to yell or to protest or do any of that, because I just wanted to learn and hear what other people of opposing ideology had to say.
Give them a round of applause for that.
But I thought I would be here at something more open where we could all have conversation. I felt like I was just being attacked every...
Where we could all have conversations, like right now? Okay.
20 seconds with the language and the rhetoric that you guys use.
Like
Candace,
what?
Like Candace, I feel like for you, I feel like you can't even say anything about you're preaching to the black community in a room full of white people.
I was at an HBCU last night.
You're preaching about the black community in a
room. I was at an HBCU last night.
Well, take that message back to the HBCU.
I already did. I did. It's live streamed.
Well, take it back.
So you're wrong. So you just tried to say something that's not true. You're trying to paint the room as if there's all white people here is not, and you're trying to make it seem like I'm afraid to go speak to my community, and you're wrong. So that'll be shut down.
Candace, I clearly know that you have taken this message on the road to HBCU.
Last night.
As I learned from you, because before today I didn't know who you were. But what I was saying was, Candace, is I don't feel like you can have that conversation here in a room full of white people.
Because of liberals. Because they kept interrupting us.
Why do you feel like we have to be segregated? Why do you feel like we have to be segregated from white people?
But back to my question to somebody who I know, because I don't know you.
Some future president.
That was something. You know, I find it really funny and interesting how the kid starts immediately complaining right off the bat. Why are you in a room full of white people? And all this stupid race baiting nonsense about, I mean, who cares what they look like? But then Candace immediately shoots back. Well, I was literally at an HBCU, that's a historically black college university. She says she was literally there last night talking to a bunch of black people. So kid's obviously a fool. And then he kind of accidentally admits he's a fool, because then he says, well, look, I don't really know you, Candace. I just learned about who you were yesterday, literally, blah, blah, blah. To, I guess, in some kind of weird attempt to absolve himself of blame for talking as stupidly as he does. And my only takeaway there is, all right, kid, well, you're admitting it now. You don't know Candace. You don't know who she is or what her work is. Yet you're coming out here right off the gate with these ridiculous race-baiting accusations that, aside from being on fundamentally dumb premises, aren't even true, given that example of talking to a crowd of black people. All that to say, just shut your mouth. Like, why are you here talking and spouting off your stupid, uninformed opinions, which he admits himself are uninformed? Maybe he won't admit it's stupid, but I think that shows for itself. Just close your mouth and shut up. Why don't you just learn a little bit? You know, it's narcissism. Honestly, it really is. There's this kind of arrogance that permeates across our culture that I think so many people in the younger generations, and I'm not one of those people who thinks the boomers are perfect. So, you know, every generation has their issues. But the point being, have some humility. It'll really take you a long way.
Junior, yeah, Donald Trump Jr. My question is, how do you support your father for the things that he said, such as he believes that you should grab women by the...
He didn't say that. I want to say something. I want to say something. Let me do it.
That's a ridiculous question, first and foremost. Because I'm sure you've never said anything bad.
Are you mad?
I'm sure.
But you just called liberals vicious, right? But you're mad. You're mad. You're mad.
First and foremost, actually, since we're bringing up HBCU, somebody asked this question, and she asked it respectfully, because she wasn't trying to be get a bunch of attention, which is what you're trying to do right now. And she said to me, Candace, how can you support a president that said that he wants to grab women by the foot? First off, the left ran away with that, and they changed around his words. He said specifically that there are women who would literally let them grab them by the. He did say that, correct? And I asked her a question back. I said, how bizarre is it that we are pretending, as people, especially in the black community, that listen to hip-hop lyrics, when all they do is talk about groupies, and how groupies will literally let men do anything to them. Basketball stars talk about this. Rappers talk about this in their music. Jay-Z talks about this. Beyonce talks about this in her music, about girls that try to be up on Jay-Z and her man. Now all of a sudden we're all going, oh my goodness, I can't believe that men having a private conversation behind closed doors acknowledge the same thing, that there are women who act like that. So it's a fake question. You're acting like that's not something that we all know.
But do you
know? He didn't say he was going to go around and grab women by the You've taken that and you've made it something that's not real and it's not true.
Okay,
He never said
Candace,
that.
there's also a double standard.
Candace?
There's also a double
Next
standard here
question.
because
Wrecked. That's all.
anyone in this room, have any of you guys had a beer?
No, because I don't drink.
So you guys are conservatives. So having a beer in high school or college would preclude you from public service later on in life. But if you were the president and you were a liberal, you could blow lines all day long and it's not a problem.
His name
That's
is
the
Bill
double
Clinton.
standard
This is
of what's
virtue
out
signaling.
there.
This is
you
why-
can do cocaine and be president,
Right.
but if you're conservative, you can't have a beer.
But this is why
Doesn't
nobody
seem
identifies
equal.
with the left anymore. They act like there's some angel princesses. Oh, we would never say that about a groupie. Oh, we would never have a beer. The fact that he was drinking in high
would
school.
never.
Nobody identifies with them because of just this sort of a thing.
To give you guys the context real quick, if you didn't know, the he is Brett Kavanaugh. That's who they're referring to, a Supreme Court justice who the left went after because he drank beer. And yeah, there's more to that, but that's for another time.
And in locker rooms can talk a certain way. By the way, women talk a lot worse than that. Let me tell you that, okay? Women talk worse than that. And they act like they're princesses and they can't believe that people can have real conversations behind closed doors. That's why your party's losing.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed that clip. Now let's move on to the next one here, which is, spoiler alert, a clip of Charlie Kirk letting a guy know what's up. So you'll see this right now.
My question is sort of a question/compliment. You're a very good public speaker. And I think a lot of people here might struggle with that. What I'm curious is somebody with so little education beyond high school and, just experience in the field, how are you able to so confidently just kind of word vomit, right? You said pretty much every question you've answered has been
Compliment?
no answer. You've just kind of said what conservatives want to hear. So really all of your work is not a debate. It's just confirmation bias. So
Wanna
where'd
have
you
a
learn how to, sorry?
You want a debate?
No, I'm good. I'm just curious where you learned,
You sure?
where you learned how to public
I'm a high
speak.
school graduate. You're in college, man. Let's debate. I vomit for a living, you said.
Yeah.
Come on, let's debate.
No, I'm not here to debate. That's not,
No, you're
that's
just,
not
here
my
to, you're
question.
just here to insult me.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
You're a hero.
Where did you learn how to public speak? Because you're really good at lying out of your
What have I lied about? Name one thing I lied tonight about. Name
stats.
name a second thing. No, name a stat. I said that's wrong.
You said 11 million jobs. You said 50%.
Yes,
of
11
the
million jobs are open for blue-collar work according to Mike Rowe and according to 3 independent studies according to the Department of Labor. Name another stat. I said that's wrong.
I guess my main point
No, name a
is
third stat that I
when
said that's wrong.
When you say a stat or you just say numbers, it's helpful usually when you're public speaking to say where you got that information. Because people who disagree with you might not
So
think you're
give me,
credible.
no, but you give some examples. Where did I lie or say a stat that's not true?
You need to work on not doing confirmation bias.
Wait, hold on. No, but you come up here and say, oh, how did you with a high school education learn to spew BS? Say one thing I said that was wrong, misleading, unfactual, not rooted in data. One
You're
thing.
doing it right now.
I'm asking you a question.
I was just making a comment and you're spinning it. That's what you're really good at. That's why I think you're a good
No, you
public
came
speaker.
up here and insulted me. I'm asking you, how have I misled this audience? And you come unprepared, like not with a single data. I thought you'd at least have like one gotcha, man. Like one number, like one thing. 11 million job openings according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics that require muscular labor and require just a 6-month technical training degree. That is true. At the apex, 15,000 people coming across the southern border every single day. I even said it's down a little bit. That is true. What have I said that's incorrect?
Wanna do next? You're good at what you do, but not for the right reasons. That's all I'm saying.
They don't want to debate me because they can't debate me. They can't say one thing I said that's wrong. They can't name one data point. They just come up here and insult. You, my friend, are why we are going to beat you guys historically, because you are afraid to have a debate. It's so amazing, the smugness. How'd you learn to speak like this in word vomit? Oh, what'd I say that's true? Everything. Name one thing. Name another thing. Name another thing. Yeah, you should ask for money back at KU. They're really scamming you, man. You'd think you'd have one little thing. All right.
Ouch. Yeah, that had to have hurt. It's the typical just leftist tactic. This kid comes and makes a bunch of, it starts out with the backhanded, compliment. It's not even a compliment, just comes up to insult Kirk. And then as soon as Kirk pushes back and the kid says, well, you're not engaging in debate. It's just your confirmation bias. And then Kurt says, all right, let's debate. And the kid, he just insults and demeans more and then runs away like a little, YouTube, I won't say that, but runs away like a coward. We'll go with coward. I'm feeling generous today. It fits the stereotype, unfortunately. It really does. A lot of people with those types of views, they just can't have a dialogue. They can't handle it. They come, they throw a bunch of insults at you. You dare to respond to them and explain why you think the way you do. And they just take off running, as if they just got threatened or a gun pointed at them or something. It's really quite bizarre. But, oh well, what can we do? We can't control them. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, be sure to leave your thoughts below and tell us if there's anything you want us to do coming up. We'll see you again soon.